for this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. For this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No sweat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hold on one second. Welcome to the Hotep's Been Told You After Party. I am Cannon. Hotep, what's going on? Give yourselves a round of applause. You could be anywhere right now, but you hanging out with us, and we really appreciate it. Excuse my voice. I'm getting over a little cold or whatever. I'm joined by my man, Jay Pylon. Jay, what's going on?
What's good, Cannon? How you living? Good to see you, man. Did you take some turmeric?
Yeah, I was drinking the turmeric and I had the apple cider. So I make this tea when I get like this, right? So it's turmeric, apple cider vinegar, right? A little bit of honey and lemon juice. It tastes like a nice hot cider, you know what I mean? But it helped me out. But I don't know what the hell happened, y'all. Like out of nowhere, I just start feeling like shit. So I've been getting, I'm getting over, but the voice still kind of hoarse. What'd you say?
The elites probably put this out there.
Yeah, you never know.
A new version of the cold.
I know, right? Anyway, man, bruh, there's a lot of shit going on right now. So apparently, it's National Women's Appreciation Month. And Hershey, and Hershey,
clowning these women, what they doing, pulling a ritual on them with,
bruh.
Hershey. Come on now.
It's National Women's Appreciation Month. Here go Hershey coming out.
Define a woman.
Yeah, Hershey come out with a whole ad. 4 biological women that look like in the video. They tout the one biological male out as the woman to speak on behalf of all women.
It's that the patriarchy is alive and well.
The patriarchy is alive and well, bro. Holy shit. And I laughed so hard. So when I seen it and I was looking at the comments, one dude said, I'm convinced that's James O'Keefe. And then when I looked at the picture, I was like, oh shit, yo really do look like James O'Keefe in a wig. Bruh, I was like, that shit had me rolling, yo. But you know how they do, bro. You know how they do. They gotta go woke, right? Why would you pick National Women's Appreciation Month and tout out, you tout out one of those. Transformers, more than meets the eye. You know what I mean? Like, that's not right. That's not right at all. You know what I mean?
It's all a part of the ritual, man. You know they had to do it.
They had to do it. Yo, bro. The mockery is real, bro.
Remember when, wasn't Sean King named the man of the month or something? One of those Black History months?
Yeah.
Full of stunts.
Where they put they put the picture of him on the mural that was bigger than Malcolm X's picture on the mural. Mm-hmm. Bro, if y'all don't know what we talking about, right? Y'all don't know what we talking about, check this shit out. Fair use.
My name is Faye Johnstone. I'm the Executive Director of Wisdom to Action.
Go back a little bit. Y'all can't tell me that don't look like James O'Keefe, guys. One in the chat if that look like James O'Keefe in the wig, guys. Faye Johnstone. So I'm wondering if his name used to be John.
Wisdom to Action. We can create a world where everyone is able to live in public space as their honest and authentic selves. See
Look. 1, 2, 3, 4 biological women, it looks like. And we got James O'Keefe, a.k.a. Faye Johnstone, in the background.
It just had to be a ginger, too.
Well, you know the gingers have no souls.
Don't pull them like that.
Looking just over the top.
The woman changing how we see the future.
Did you hear what he said?
How we authentic selves. See the woman changing how we see the future at Hershey's Canada.
Yeah.
My name is Faye Johnstone.
Let's go back.
We see the future.
How we see the future. And the future is not woman. I don't think women are in this future that he's talking about. Oh my gosh. I don't think women are in this future that he's talking about. Jabaria Judah says 3/2/23 heavy ritual day. Oh shit. Okay. See ya Hotep Con. That's what's up. Hey y'all, if y'all ain't got your Hotep Con tickets, get your Hotep Con tickets. What you waiting on? What are y'all waiting on? It's such a good time. All right. Good food, good talks, good fun. It's a nice weekend getaway. Great hotel. just minutes from the strip. You know what I mean? It's great, yo. They got this pizza joint inside of the hotel, yo. Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I had a margarita pizza. I think that's what it's called. Oh man, I polished that shit off by myself, bro.
It's called a margarita pizza.
Yeah, I think that's what they call that shit. All right. In Natasha, hey Jabari, did y'all have any of that pizza at the little pizza spot? They both was there. Then they got like their own little Starbucks upstairs. They be doing their thing. I'm telling you, yo. Y'all gotta come out, yo. We be having fun. You can come shoot with me on Saturday. We gonna head over to Range 702 and get it popping with the fully autos. Man, it's gonna be a good time, y'all. It's gonna be a good time. Get y'all tickets, man. I don't know what y'all waiting on. Anyway. So, I get to work, right? And, you know, I get on Twitter because I ain't got shit else to do. You know, when you're a system administrator, right? Like, when you do help desk and service desk stuff, like, you got to find things to do for the most part, right? Especially now because a lot of these people is teleworking. So, nobody's really in the office like that.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? Most of, like, the issues that they be having to be like, oh, my Teams, I can't set a meeting for my Teams app or whatever. You know what I mean? Or I need Adobe Pro. Little dumb shit. You know what I mean?
But do they get locked out, or you don't have to unlock everybody?
No, yeah. So if they get locked out, I can unlock the account. You know what I mean? Like it's a little dumb shit, right? So I'm looking. Margarita Pizza is a West Coast thing. Well, it was in Vegas, so I wasn't far. And I know that like it's a couple spots here in Baltimore, like little, what you would call them, hipster pizza spots. They be having that margarita pizza. But regardless, yo. Ahern Hotel, top notch. Just put it like that. So I'm looking on there and I see this, right? I see hashtag boycott Hershey. And I'm like, why are we boycotting Hershey? Right? Well, I like my paydays. You know what I mean? I like my Mr. Good bars. You feel me? You know what I mean? I like my Chunkies. No, Chunky I think is Nestle. But regardless, you know what I mean? Like, why are we boycotting the chocolate place, right? So then I see the commercial and I say, oh my God. It's National Women's Appreciation Month, and then we got a Transformers, more than meets the eye. We got a Transformer representing all women in this commercial. Hershey done went woke. I don't think that I heard about Hershey going woke like this before. But Hershey done lost their goddamn mind. And the sad part is that women letting this shit happen. Women are letting this shit happen. They're not speaking out. Right? Like, they're helping to eradicate themselves.
Is that right?
You know how like you work on a job, but you're not really like you work on the job your whole life, right? You don't get no promotions and no shit like that. Only to have to train the person that's gonna come in and supersede you.
Oh, replace you.
Yeah, that's what they doing, right? So I'm just like, man, women are pissed by this, right? Women are pissed by that. So you got Faye Johnstone, aka James O'Keefe, right? On a fucking Hershey's wrapper. But then you got RuPaul.
Yeah.
On the cheeses.
Mm.
Oh man. You can't make this shit up, right? You got RuPaul on the cheeses box, bruh. Look at this shit. Oh my goodness gracious. Here we go. Look at this shit. So first off, they got Snooki on one. I didn't know she still existed. But you got RuPaul.
Gypsy girl Snooki.
On a box of cheeses. Like it's a box of Wheaties. Like he done won a gold medal. Right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Aunt Jemima, she ain't allowed on the syrup or the pancake box no more. Cause of equality and diversity and whatever you want to call it. Mm. Uncle Ben, he done got kicked out the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right?
All he had to do was wear the dress.
That's all he had to do was wear the. That's all he had to do, right?
That's it. he'll be on that box. He put on a little wig, little mascara. He'd be good to go.
The little Land O'Lakes girl, the little Land O'Lakes Native American, she gone. What's left? The Quaker Oat man. The Quaker Oat man, Mrs. Butterworth, and fucking RuPaul. Bruh. This is the world we in now, guys. This is where we at.
We have to take our Cheez-Its boxes and burn them.
Not only were our children learning, right? Not only were our children learning about the LGBTQ struggle during Black History Month, right? Not only was that happening, now during Women's Appreciation Month, we ain't appreciating no women. This comes on the heels of, I think it was an article, I couldn't find it, it was too, but they was basically trying to say you're basically a bigot and you're a homophobe if you don't bang a trans woman or some shit like that. Like they just putting a pistol to our head, just waiting to pull the trigger on us.
What Cassius Cam said, they're gonna put Leah Thomas on the Wheaties box before you know it.
Oh yeah.
That right?
Leah Thomas gonna be on the Wheaties box before we know it. Full erection and all. Holy shit. Bruh.
Where's the pause?
Holy smokes, bro. Full erection and all. Leah Thomas gonna be on the Wheaties box, y'all. Pause. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at, right? They're constantly moving the goalposts. And I said this shit this morning on my work riff. If you don't know, I do a show like on my lunch break or whatever. It's called The Work Riff. I finally figured out how to stream the Rumble and YouTube mobile, you know, on the go. I'm proud of myself. Actually, it wasn't me. Shout out to Chad Lemoyne, a.k.a. Hotep Nebuchadnezzar. He put me D with the way to go on that, and I did it, and that shit was fantastic.
Now he's your IT handler in the background, too.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Shout out Chad. My man, inside of the ages with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, brother.
That motherfucker's having layer days on that ending.
Wrong one. I'm having soundboard complication like HJ tonight. Shit. There we go. Where are they getting that cheese from? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I never thought it was real cheese. I don't like Cheez-Its, y'all. I'm not a fan.
You don't like the cheeses?
No, I'm not a fan of the fake cheddar.
The extra crispy ones, the ones they burnt up. I like those ones.
I'm not a fan of cheeses or goldfish, bro.
My babies love the goldfish.
All babies love the goldfish, bro. They be fucking goldfish up.
They get a bag, they want to go straight through that goldfish.
If you give a kid
Yoda goldfish.
You give a kid a bag of goldfish or some Cheerios, this is on a popping. They're gonna go sit in the corner somewhere like a little homeless man or woman and eat them Cheerios and them cheeses, bro.
My son loved the Cocoa Puffs.
My shit back in the day was Teddy Grahams, god damn it.
Oh, you like the Teddy
Oh,
Grahams?
the Teddy Grahams, bro. Teddy Grahams was the shit.
Yeah. Which ones did you get, the honey or the chocolate?
I like the honey. Chocolate was alright, but the honey joints, that's where it was at for me. That's where it was at for me. Did he still make Teddy Grahams?
Yeah, as far as I know, I thought I saw some at the dollar store at the Big Lots.
The Teddy Grahams used to fucking
But I can't
slap.
find them in the Target. I didn't see them in the Target or none of that, but I did see them
word?
at the Big Lots.
Huh. You know what? Of all places, Big Lots probably would have them joints.
Big Lots has some good stuff in it, usually, especially the seasonal stuff. Got some good food sometimes.
Sauce gonna say I was in high school eating Teddy Grahams. You goddamn right. There's a couple times I had some Teddy Grahams walking out to the football field, my nigga. Shit. Dunkaroos. I remember Dunkaroos. I know they still around. I know Dunkaroos is still around. But my kids, my kids used to wear out some goldfish, bro, and Cheerios. Now they be wanting fancy shit like sushi.
What?
My 8-year-old loves sushi, bro. My 8-year-old love him some sushi. If it's a Friday night, we going to get some Chinese food that night. Daddy, can I get some sushi? Like, damn, that's the most expensive shit on the menu. He want 2 shrimp tempura rolls. Like, I'll let him, like, I'm afraid to let him get the raw stuff. You know what I mean? Now, there's been a couple times where he done slipped around and I wasn't paying attention and nigga done took my yellowtail. I'd be mad. But, like, he likes sushi. He be weighing sushi out. You know what I mean? But, Hunch says more protein, better for him. That's true. That is true. I don't know, for some reason I feel like he's too young for the raw stuff, but maybe he's not. You know what I mean? He been liking sushi since he been like 4. With soy sauce.
Wow.
One day he got a hold of the wasabi. That was a bad situation for your boy. Oh my God. He his brain short circuited on him. Boy, he was hurt.
Does he like the seaweed?
Yeah, he likes it.
The dry seaweed one?
Yeah, he good. Yeah, he good with that. He good with that. But one day, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what he thought it was. I think he might have saw me. Like, I used to put it inside the soy sauce and mix it up. And then, so I don't know what he thought he was doing. But he got a hold of that wasabi, boy, and his brain just short-circuited. He did like a jerk and his eyes went down. I was crying. But, you know, my kids, they bougie, yo. They bougie. It's my fault. It's my fault.
HJ said WPH. Got a hold of that wasabi sauce.
Come on, Emmanuel, yo. First off, guys, liver is amazing, especially if you cook it right. Heart is even better. You know what I mean? Teddy Grahams was popping back in the day. Nigga, if you got some Teddy Grahams with some with some strawberry quick milk, boy, oh my gosh. Who remember strawberry quick?
Shoot, I got some
in the little tin.
For the kids.
In the little tin with the little circle top that would never fucking fit after you took it off the first time?
Yeah,
bro.
I got some.
That strawberry, they still make quick?
Yeah. Yeah, I got the jumbo size. I got the huge can like this for the chocolate and the little tin can for the strawberry.
Like, my father thought he was fancy. He used to get his Ovaltine.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I had the Ovaltine.
I ain't want no Ovaltine. I wanted quick.
I was the 1960s, 50s, 60s people drank the Ovaltine.
Bro, all I know is that the snacks back in our day was jumping. These snacks these kids got now, this shit just, it terrible. Some of that shit terrible. Takis, my kids love Takis. That shit look like it's an ulcer in a bag. You ever seen them?
Yeah, I seen them. I know that a lot of females be big into them, but I don't mess with them though.
Bro, I went around the house and threw all the Takis away. They had a big ass box of them bitches, and like they had the spicy ones, and I was like, yo, how can y'all eat these? This just feel like this is like gastric distress. Like you're eating an ulcer. Like you're going to develop an ulcer from this shit. Like you're going to shit blood if you eat these things.
If you eat the Takis.
Bro, I don't know what it is about Takis, yo, but I can't. I be throwing certain shit away now. You know what I mean? Anyway, these kids expensive. That's all I'm gonna put it like that. They don't know what it is to not have. And that's my fault. You know what I mean? Because like you wanna give your kids the stuff that they didn't have, you know, that you didn't have, right? Now my daughter, she want designer shoes. She coming at me on some audacious shit. Hey dad, wouldn't it be cool? Bro,
She's seen her pops in them fancy shoes you had on. What was it? The Paul Martins or whatever you had.
Which ones? The Alexander McQueen?
Yeah, there you go. The Alexander McQueens. You was rocking your polo.
I work hard for them Alexander McQueens. God damn it!
It's your money, do you? It's
yeah, exactly.
The baby seen it and was like, "Ooh, I gotta be like Pop."
Emmanuel said Ovaltine sound like that girl from a special class. Ovaltine was the white people's Nesquik. Well, white Nesquik was the white people's Nesquik. What would Ovaltine be classified as?
The old school drink that came out like in the 50s, didn't it? 50s and 60s.
Yeah, because like wasn't it like on the box of Ovaltine or the can of Ovaltine was like a white kid in a sweater. Let me see if I can't pull up a can of Ovaltine.
It was a 50s drink.
But it went to the 90s.
It came out before Tang did.
Oh yeah, Tang. I remember that. My father used to buy Tang too. I was way off. Hold on, is this the new Ovaltine shit? Where's the? That's not the one. Maybe I'm thinking I'm thinking of the commercial. I'm thinking about the Ovaltine commercial. That's what I'm thinking about. But yeah, this is what Ovaltine was.
I had my Ovaltine. It was the back in the day one. They had the 50s joint, 60s, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It was one that I thought maybe I'll think about the commercial, but that's Ovaltine. It's just basically powdered chocolate milk. That's it. That's all Ovaltine was. Matter of fact, here, go right here. I think this is it right here. This one, and I remember this one too. All right. But yeah. Oh, to be a kid again, guys. To be a kid again.
Hey, I don't know. I don't see Ovaltine at our stores. I guess they don't have it around here.
I don't know if I guess it still exists. I haven't seen it in the market either.
I'm sure it does. They can't get rid of Ovaltine. Or Tang. Shoot.
Let's see. There we go, right here. Excuse me, guys. Here we go, right here. Look. Boom, this one right here. So you had Strawberry Quick, and you had your Nesquik, and had the little circle top that you can never get back on right after you opened it the first time. HJ, you grew up in a privileged house, didn't you? Look, he said he grew up on Ovaltine. You ain't grow up on the Quick? You ain't grow up on that Quick, bruh? But yeah, Tang. My father used to buy Tang all the time. We used to want Sunny Delight, and he go buy us Tang. Tang ain't never mixed right. Like it took forever to get that shit to stir and dissolve right. And one day I just figured it out. Was like, I guess I need to just put hot water in this shit to get it to dissolve, and then put it in the refrigerator and just use ice until this shit cold. But yo,
shoot, I was a Kool-Aid household. I had all the flavors of the Kool-Aid.
H ain't gonna say Ovaltine because Jamaican. Sure, one gonna say no. You just ate it. You just ate Tang. Was Ovaltine cheaper than Nesquik? Really? I always thought it was the opposite way around. I feel like Ovaltine was the high end, and then like Nesquik was right under that. Look, Emmanuel Presley, his ass. He said he never had Kool-Aid either. You ain't never had Kool-Aid with a half a bag of fucking sugar in it?
No, we didn't go that hard with the sugar, but shoot, we had every single flavor there was.
My cousin,
in the cans,
hard.
We had the pre-made ones in the cans too. We had the cans, we had the all that stuff.
HJ said Tang was
I had
disgusting.
me about 5, 10, 20,000 points worth of Kool-Aid points sent off to get myself some stuff.
Yeah, Flavor Aid, yeah. Everybody had the Flavor Aid. I remember my mother used to send us to the corner store just to get a couple packs. They would sell about a pack.
Jim Jones had the Flavor Aid.
Yeah, Jim Jones had the Flavor Aid too, yeah. Sure said, yeah, and then they came up with Pixie Sticks. Yo, dumbass kids when I was in school used to snort Pixie Sticks.
They were snort the joints?
I'm not lying. I think 100% some of them had to become addicts after, you know, we got older. But yeah, these dummies used to snort Pixie Sticks, bro. Dead fucking serious.
Oh, nah.
Yo, who remember penny candy?
What's penny candy? What's that?
So we would go after school or whatever, we would go to the corner store on the way home. And like, if you had $1, right? If you had $1, you get a dude $1 at the liquor store, but he had candy. Like I gotta look it up. But he had all these different types of like candies. And he would just take his hand and just grab all these different type of candies and put it in like this big fucking brown paper bag, bro. And you had candy for the rest of the day. Candy for the rest of the day, bro. Like, it was fantastic. Let me see if I can. Let me see if it pop up. Penny candy.
The penny candy from the corner store.
Yeah.
They had to do the Tootsie. Did they do the Tootsie Pop for y'all? With you come in with the star on the Tootsie Pop.
Here they go. The Tootsie Pop, what?
Yeah, the star. If you came in with the star where the Indian was shooting the star on the Tootsie Pop, and the cashier will give you extra Tootsie Pop, or if you turn in that wrapper, you get a free Tootsie Pop.
This is what penny candy look like, bro. Get out of here. That's what penny candy looked like. And he would just like, you just get all this shit and they would toss it in the bag. And then you was all day, yo. You just sat on a porch, you and your friends just eating all this candy. And don't let everybody bring $1 to the corner store, bro.
Nah, I never seen that before.
Oh, penny candy been the cause of some cavities for decades. Holy smokes, man. Y'all making me relive my childhood. Chad said those were the days, absolute best. See, Chad remember penny candy.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say penny candy was grandma's candy jar, pretty much. No, it wasn't no Werther's. Like, my grandparents had like Werther's originals and caramels and shit. That's all they used to eat. No insane says I sold now laters and blow pops in school, made bank. Yeah, I knew a couple dudes back in the day that used to do that. Jay's bro, so when he got older, he moved to zebra cakes. I wasn't a fan of zebra cakes. You get me a Star Crunch though. You give me a Star Crunch, it's on, bro. Star Crunch was it, bro. Then we used to have the dude on the, like, so in the summertime we had it was two neighbors. One dude was the man because he worked for Goodyear, so he could fix all the flat tires on our bike show. He would use like patches for like fucking real like for car tires and fix our little inner tubes and shit. But he also sold frozen cups. You ever had a frozen cup?
Yeah, a long time ago.
So for those of you who don't know, a frozen cup is just it's just Snowball syrup frozen. That's it. Frozen cup is just Snowball syrup frozen, guys. That's it. Like, and we used to like buy them for like between like, I think it was 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, and $1, depending on the size of the frozen cup. And like, you had to go home and get one of your mother's good spoons because that shit was like fucking hard as a goddamn rock. And you just digging away, eating this frozen cup until you got slick. What we used to do is we would like loosen it up from the styrofoam cup and then flip it upside down because it'd be a little softer on the bottom, and then go that way. And then like we had another neighbor that would break out the snowball machine. She had a snowball machine, and she would do the same thing. She would do 50 cents, 75 cents, $1 for actual snowballs.
Oh man,
yeah,
that's nice.
Those were the days, y'all. Natasha, what you say? She said I used to love some snow cones when I was a kid in Baltimore. There was a place right near my home. What are you talking about, Natasha? Hold on, guys.
Ooh. Cam said he had a baseball-sized jawbreaker.
What up, Anthony? Making a building. But yeah, what's this? Chad says, used to what? Used to free base Kool-Aid. 2 cups sugar, a pouch of Kool-Aid, and just enough water to make it wet in a Ziploc. Eat it with a spoon while I watch G.I. Joe. Oh my God.
G.I.
Y'all some
Joe was
savages,
predictive programming.
Y'all some savages. Oh, yeah. I ain't never heard that shit. Y'all used to freebase Kool-Aid. I gotta figure out how to do the sizing right on this thing. Let's see. As a kid in Baltimore, we could count on the George candy store being open on Sunday when the other stores were closed. Oh, all right. What part of Baltimore? Like, if you saying the Jewish store, that's probably like around Park Heights or something like that. Oh man, those were the days, yo. I'm telling you, those were the days. Never mind, guys doing drive-bys on mountain bikes with ski masks on in August. Definitely had a couple of those in my lifetime. You know what they used to tell us to do if somebody was they started shooting? They used to tell us get under a car.
Duck under the car. Get
under a car. Yeah, that was the sage advice of parents all over the city. If you're out and about and somebody starts shooting, get under a car. And we used to do that shit. We would get our asses right up under a car because we ain't know about ricocheting and shit like that. We just was like, are we safe under the car? Under the car? Yeah, I'm dead ass serious, bro. Fuego over on Rumble, he says we snorted everything back in the early 90s. Good times. Damn, Candy, you sound like you get the whole penny candy bag yourself on Tuesday, and now you're paying for it. Yeah, I don't know. Yo, I was jacked up. Yo. I think that was Monday though. We didn't do a show Tuesday, right? Yeah, that was Monday. I don't know what the hell I was on. I think I was just high on life, Chad. High on life until I got sick. Yeah, my mother loves Schwann's. She be ordering stuff for the kids from them all the time. She be ordering stuff from Schwann's for the kids all the time. She love them. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to these stories. We're over here reminiscing about our childhoods and shit like that. So you brought this up to me too, and I had just read it probably 15 minutes before you sent it to me.
What was it about the mayor?
Yeah, the mayor, College Park, Maryland, guys. College Park, Maryland. Right? The mayor was arrested for kiddie porn. So it says detectives were, let me just send y'all over there.
Got a picture of it?
Yeah, this nigga look like he like Harry Potter on meth.
Oh, this is the guy?
This is the guy. Detectives arrest and charge 47-year-old Patrick Wohan with 56 counts of possession and distribution of child pornography. Look at this man here. He looks like a pedophile. He was the mayor of College Park, Maryland. Holy shit. The crazy part is, right? Look who he butt buddy. Look who he was on several occasions hanging out with here. Old Mayor Pete.
We said the same thing with remember Jared from Subway hanging out with Barry Soetoro?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Ellen
Jared.
hanging out with that cheer camp dude that was later found to be messing with all the cheerleaders.
Mayor of College Park, Maryland. And I'm not going to go out as far as to say that old Mayor Pete out here maybe dabbling and purchasing. But it's just, sometimes they say birds of a feather, right? Look at this shit. So we was talking about the 90s and growing up and all this other shit. So look what pops up on my screen.
Look at that nostalgia. The Blockbuster.
Yeah,
Crush.
Blockbuster, Crush, Lucky Charms, Coca-Cola, Hawaiian Punch, and I don't know what this one's from. Oh, Winnebago. That's how you know that they listening, guys. We wired for sound no matter what we doing. They just pop that shit up. Bro, I don't know. So He's been charged with 56 counts of child pornography, and if he's convicted, guys, I hope he gets what's coming to him. I hope he gets what's coming to him. That's just some ill shit. That's some ill shit, right?
You need to look into his associates and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Make sure that I wasn't passing it around and stuff. Had a whole little network going.
Remember
back in the day?
He got it from somebody, right? He got it from somebody.
That Democrat that used to dress as a clown and kill people. What was his name?
The fuck? I don't know. I never heard of
Gacy, John Wayne.
Gacy, John Wayne
right?
Gacy. Yeah.
He was a Democrat, and they said he had pictures like that too.
Oh damn.
Back then they didn't have the computer. They used to just swap pictures at a photo album and stuff like that. But he supposedly had a whole bunch of stuff like that too, and he was a head Democrat.
Damn, he's looking Florida, the old man who's arrested for having 250,000 copies. Damn, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Damn. I think it's a special place in hell for people like that, bro.
Real. And they need to shut those networks down, though. That's what I'm saying, though. The networks, like, they got groups of people doing that kind of stuff,
Yeah, they do. You ain't lying about that. They need to shut that shit down, bro. They doing the Lord's work down there in Florida, though, because they've been shutting down network after network after network, from what I've been reading.
Yeah, I know that Donnie T was mentioning it on his Truth Social about the shutting that stuff down, which makes me think that he may have been one of the people that snitched on the dude with the island.
Oh, is that right?
I think so, because he posts on Truth Social that stuff about that kind of stuff all the time, and tries to take credit for it too. So
that's interesting.
I wonder what kind of stuff he be knowing.
So check this shit out, right? It's gonna be a short night tonight, guys. Let me see. This it right here.
An apology.
Wrong one. Damn. Hold up. Where is it? Here it go. No, this one is from your your boy Sean King. So this guy named Representative Sherwell, they captioned it that he wants to bring back hanging by a tree back to Tennessee. All right. Did you hear about this story? So check this shit out. It's from your boy Sean King.
He said, my boy.
It's from your boy Sean King. He out here fucking gaslighting again. Right? Anybody else hear about this story? Yeah, there we go.
Deal, sir. Thank you. Good idea. And I was just wondering about, could I put an amendment on that? It would include hanging by a tree also. And also, I would like to sign on to your bill, sir. Thank you. Good idea.
Now, anybody with what my man Lucas would say, an IQ that of the bandwidth of a gnat would realize that there's probably some more context to this, right? Because whoever edited this or cut this clip is fucking shitty at it, right? If you're going to try to make this shit the way it is, right? Now, there's no doubt that he said what he said, right? But the question is he just saying he want, he's saying he want to just, hang niggas from a tree?
Death penalty or something.
Right. Now, we're going to get to this story here. Before y'all go crying strange fruit and start singing Wade in the Water and start invoking the ghost of fucking Bull Connor, let's go get some context. This is from, where is this from? News Channel 5, the most generic name in news.
An apology coming down from Capitol Hill tonight after comments a state lawmaker made this week about a bill to add a firing squad as a way to execute death row prisoners in Tennessee. During an open meeting, that lawmaker suggested another way to execute those inmates could be, quote, hanging by a tree. News Channel 5's Jason Lamb has the fallout.
All right, it's February 28th. Welcome to the Criminal Justice Full Committee. It was a typical meeting on Capitol Hill that quickly turned to a very atypical topic surrounding death row inmates and how they're executed.
The opportunity to add a firing squad as a method of execution.
The suggestion of a firing squad in the wake of several failures from the State Department of Correction to properly follow protocol when executing prisoners using lethal injection.
So this is what they gloss over. The fact that they want to bring back the firing squad, right? Now, they're not the first state to do that. I believe South Carolina brought back the firing squad successfully as an option of execution of death row inmates. Depending on the, I mean, if you on death row, you did some shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, you did some shit if you on death row. Now, I understand that there are some innocent men on death row, and I hope they get exonerated. But for the most part, they're the exception and not the rule. There's some people on death row that did some really heinous shit. Whether it be forcing women to do shit against their will, forcing kids to do shit against their will, cutting people's toes off, using them as click-clacks. I don't know. You name it. Right? So they want to bring back the firing squad to Tennessee.
Leading to questions not usually heard on Capitol Hill.
Will a person be shot in the head or the heart, or where will a person be shot?
They will
But
be shot
then
until
came
they're
the
dead.
comment prompting an apology tonight. It came from Republican Representative Paul Sherrill from Sparta.
Thank you, Representative Powers, for bringing this. I think it's a very good idea. And I was just wondering about, could I put an amendment on that? It would include hanging by a tree also.
Jesus Christ.
And also, I would like to sign on to your bill, sir.
Tonight, Sherrill apologized in a statement released from the House Republican caucus, saying, "I regret that I used very poor judgment in voicing my support of a colleague's bill, and my exaggerated comments were intended to convey my belief that for the cruelest and most heinous crimes, a just society requires the death penalty in kind." He goes on to say, "My intention was to express my support of families who often wait decades for justice. I sincerely apologize to anyone who may have been hurt or offended." Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
Now,
Oh, Lord have mercy.
was his statement and his comments necessary? No, it's not, right? I don't think so. I understand what he was doing, but I don't think it was necessary. However, Sean King took those comments out of context and made it seem like this is a white man from the South that want to start hanging niggas from trees. Look, guys, this is what they mean by make America great again. They want to start lynching people. They want to start lynching people. He ready to start a whole new march on Selma out this bitch. He about to Jesus Christ. He ready to march on fucking Nashville. Come to find out they talking about first off, hold on. I forgot a part. Hold on, look at this. Listen to this shit.
Tonight, the Tennessee State Conference of the NAACP responded, saying in part, Representative Sherrill's comment is beyond disgusting. He is celebrating a particular form of execution used against African Americans in Tennessee and across the nation, including innocent and wrongfully convicted persons. In many parts of the South, lynchings took place in nearly every county as it exemplified racialized and anti-Black violence. We have the full statements from both the NAACP.
So the NAACP immediately took it to the race thing, right? He ain't say shit about black people or hanging niggas. They're referring to people on death row. Like I said, most people on death row did some shit. You on death row, you did some Dylan Roof shit, right? You on death row, you did some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. You know what I mean? Like, the people that's on death row are the worst of us. Like I said, there are some people on death row that probably need to be exonerated because they didn't do what they said that people did, but they very, 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 very few and far between. We can all agree on that. However, people on death row are the worst of us. And he's right. A lot of people wait 10, 15, 20 years. You feel me? These guys got 3 hots in a cot. They get meals. They being taken care of by the state until, you know, it's their time to get a lethal injection if the shit work. Right? Now, he just was supporting a firing squad, right? He was nobody worried about that. He supported a firing squad. So he said, well, is it okay to hang these inmates from trees? Question is, would you be mad if a convicted rapist, a serial rapist, was hung from the gallows in Town Square? Would that make you feel away? Would that make you feel away? If it was the Hillside Strangler and his execution was being hung in the public square, would you feel away? If it was Dylan Roof right now, would you feel away? Or are people just feeling away because a white man said it, and then another white man who said he was black man cut a video and made it seem like the white man was being racist? Because I agree with you, JB. If I had my way, we bring the motherfucking guillotine back. Off with his head, goddammit. Hold that shit up when it's done, like on fucking Game of Thrones. Shit, Chris Rock had a bit like you talking about taxes and him getting $50 taken out of his little McDonald's tax check, right? And he said it go to shit like to electricity for electric chairs. He's like, how about just get a stabbing chair? Stabbing's free. Stab him to death and give me my $50 back. But look, it's needless to say, his comments were they were in poor taste, period. You know what I mean? They were in poor taste, right? However, they were far from racist. When you go and you look at the story, he's talking about death row inmates
punishment.
Who's done some shit beyond reproach, beyond redeemable. And then you got families of the victims who are sitting around waiting for justice to be served on behalf of their loved ones. That it sometimes it don't happen. They're waiting 20 years. Imagine a loved one of yours, something horrible, horrific happening to them, and the person that did it got the death penalty, but they got the death penalty in 2023. They were sentenced to the death penalty March 3rd, 2042. like what the fuck? Right? That's a long ass time. Now, I don't know why they feel like they need to bring the firing squad back or the electric chair. Like, I guess they running out of chemicals, I guess, to fucking shoot in their veins. Damn, Kois said we should bring back the bronze bull, crafted Greek method of punishment. Google it. Will blow your mind. You know what we should do? Everybody that's on everybody that get the death penalty got to go fight for Ukraine.
Like the Dirty Dozen.
Everybody on death row go fight for Ukraine.
That was it took them. Did you get to see the Dirty Dozen movie? Charles Bronson and all them people. Man, that's a good movie. So they take this group of hardened criminals, right? They tell them, you want your freedom, you got to go over to this war.
Yeah.
May or may not make it out, but if you do make it out, then you'll have a reduced sentence when you come back home. It's a good movie.
Oh, word.
Oh yeah, classic. Dirty Dozen.
Oh, is that right? The chemicals used for death penalty are sometimes expired or not properly made. I'm gonna tell you that don't expire. Motherfucking 7.62 by 3.9. Good old fashioned 30 caliber bullet. You probably don't even need that much. Do them old Dolph style. Like a firing squad. It means that like 10 motherfuckers are gonna shoot you until you're dead. And then you might not be dead. You just suffering. I'm like, God damn. Emmanuel says, there's no such thing as too long if there is a question of innocence. I get you. But you got a lot of the guys on death row that there's no question that they're guilty. You got some guys that's there who, like, they appeal their stuff. I get it. Right? But then you got people that, no. They did that shit and they just in there. He just in there. You know what I mean? But I agree with you. And those people that, you know, that have appeals in or whatever, or if there's a question that they may or may not have done it, you know, take that into account. Alex, what's it? Radmacher says, Ukraine front line. Exactly. You fuck around. If you the wrong color, you go over to Ukraine. It'd be a firing squad for real. In the firing squad, only one of the shooters has a live round. Others fire blanks. Is that true? Huh. That's a fucking mind fuck. You might as well just put the nigga on his knees and just shoot him in the back of the head. Or is it for the sanity of the firing squad? Is that why they do it? Nobody knows who got the live round. But then everybody that shot might have think they had the live round. I don't know. That's interesting. Huh. If you have a relative that you believe is falsely accused, do you want them to rushing off them? No, of course not. I get what you're saying, Emmanuel. I get exactly what you're saying, brother. You know, but you have people who are on death row who is no question that they did what they did. You know what I mean? You know, now clearly if they got appeals on, you know, they got appeals in and shit like that, you know, and I got you. You know what I mean? But there's some dudes that did some fucked up shit that's like, yo, why are they still here? Why are they still eating on the government dime? Right? And I get it. But and that shit, even the firing squad shit sounds savage though. Right? Everybody glossing over that shit. Everybody worried about the hanging shit. Everybody glossing over the firing squad shit. Right? Fuego with the $5 Rumble Rant. I appreciate you. Fuego says Ron Paul said the death penalty was the one thing he changed his mind on due to mistrusting the state. That's a good point too. Emmanuel says also if you fast track the death penalty, it's too easy for scapegoats to be blamed in silence. I get that. Now, there's
what's his name?
There's two different arguments there, right?
The Oklahoma dude.
Who John Ted?
The one with the truck.
Oh, not the Unabomber. What's his name? Damn, what the fuck is? We were just talking about that shit. What was the guy's name? Ted Kaczynski is the Unabomber, right?
Yeah, McVeigh is.
Oh yeah, Timothy McVeigh. Yeah, he was the Oklahoma City guy. Yeah, that like. Yeah, I guess you got a point. I don't know if he did that.
They got him up out of here quick.
They got him out of here real quick.
They didn't do anything to Saran, but if you look at his file, he said he was MK Ultra, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he did probably do the popping, but somebody else was probably in the mix too, helping out.
I agree with that.
So if we had death penalty, they would have got him out of here a long time ago, and they won't let him have a pill. And if you look at the John Hinckley, he's out. He's out. He's free. He's making songs on his guitar. You can go to his YouTube channel and check out his live streams. Right?
Yeah.
He was the cousin of George Bush Jr.
Yes.
And he's out. Saran, he's not related to none of the people. He's still in.
Yeah, McVeigh is a deep rabbit hole. We gotta go down that, yo. We gotta go down the Oklahoma City joint. We gotta do that one day. But see, there's two arguments there, right? The one argument is whether you should fast track the death penalty, right?
Yeah. And they're gonna have scapegoats getting popped all the time.
I agree with that. Then the other argument, was the argument I'm making for this guy here, is that the method of the death penalty, right? And no matter, with the method, no matter whether you fast track it or not, that method is that method, whether it's lethal injection, do you even do the electric chair anymore? Lethal injection, fire squad, electric chair, or whatever, right? That's always going to be the method. But the fast tracking thing, I can understand your argument for not fast tracking the death penalty, right? Now, I do believe 100% that there are guys on death row, and a majority of those guys on death row did what they did. The guys that didn't do what they said they did, I think they're the exception to the rule. And if they got, like I said, if they got appeals and shit like that in, then you take that shit into account. However, the argument is that the guy suggested, even though it was being hyperbolic and he wasn't being serious about it, he was just being a little extra and over the top, was suggesting hanging. And I'm thinking, considering the crime, right? Like I said, whether you was a kid toucher or you did some shit, to kids or women, would hanging be so bad for that person? That's the question. If you got somebody that is a convicted pedo or a convicted serial rapist, you know he did it. He did that shit. Would hanging be so bad? Like I said, would you want to see a Dylan Roof, hung from the town square, or would you care? A Jeffrey Dahmer, would you care? You know what I mean? That's the question. See, the problem is in this story was that they immediately tried to make this man racist because he suggested hanging, and they started to associate that with black people just off the top, with no context whatsoever to their claims. And I'm like, but he wasn't talking about just indiscriminately hanging people, especially black people. He was talking about it in the context of capital punishment. And when you think about it and you look at it and you go, okay, considering whatever the charges were or whatever the person was convicted of, is that so bad as having that being one of the methods, even though that wasn't anything that was up on the bill in the first place? It was firing squad. Like, the fuck? I still think that's hilarious. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's interesting to see, but I just think people get offended so fucking fast. Oh my God, did you hear what the white man from the South said, from Tennessee? He said he want to hang people from trees. Like, no, go listen to the context of what he said. He didn't say he wanted to just fucking indiscriminately hang black people from trees. He said he wanted to, he made an offhand comment about convicted people on death row. That's what he said it for. He didn't say black people. You know who said black people? Sean King said black people. That's who said black people. But that's who wanted to insinuate the black people thing. The NAACP is the ones that assume that is who he's talking about. And I'm like, you can't do that. You just sit there, okay, this guy said, he said that. I'm like, yo, but that's not the context in what he was talking about. Was it like I said, in poor taste? Yeah, definitely was in poor taste. But it wasn't racist.
Yeah, just said, Sean King doesn't know how to play dominoes. You got the cannon. Do you want to run the poll?
You're right, yo. You're right. It was the Southern accent. Yeah, of course. Imagine if it was, I don't know. Imagine if I don't know. What's the dude who think he the next Obama in Congress? Hakeem Jeffries. What if he said the shit? Motherfuckers would be like, yeah, he's right. I'm gonna do a poll. Let's do a poll, guys.
He would have, yeah, let's run the poll. But Hakeem Jeffries would be rhyming it, you know. He would have a little rhyme to go with
it. Hakeem Jeffries think he fucking he think he Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson. That's what he think he is. All right, let's do a poll. What's the poll? What we gonna call the poll, yo? What's the question? Should they bring back hanging? Is that what the poll is?
Not just the death penalty in general. Y'all with the
death
penalty,
do you agree with it?
Yes or no? Yeah, because look, that's probably, we will see something interesting in here if we say yes or no. I feel like we gotta count in fives. Natasha ready for dominoes at Hotep Con.
I don't know how to play dominoes either, man. I'm in the same boat as Sean King.
Is that right?
Yeah. All right, the poll up, guys. Do y'all agree with the death penalty? Yay or nay? Anyway, we got 49 people in the building on YouTube, 14 over on Rumble. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we're live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Appreciate you. If you want to donate to the Cannon Hotep 300 Blackout Fund, I really appreciate that. It's $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. That's $ Cannon Hotep, all one word, on Cash App. I want to buy my lower soon. Let's see. Cash just said Don King's Sean King's favorite food is kale. He ain't the only person, y'all. I don't know how to play dominoes either. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that shit. I'll watch it though. Now, do people get upset in dominoes like black people get upset in spades? I don't know how that shit works. Manuel said he got a degree in accounting but never played dominoes. But you played with an abacus. Them old Western movies always got people being hung from for stealing cows and shit. That dude was watching Clint Eastwood Westerns or something. He might have been. But he old enough to witness the lynching of two, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you know Clint Eastwood's name is an anagram for Old West action?
Oh, can I fix it? You're right. I should put undecided. You're right. I should. Can I fix it? Damn, ain't gonna be fix it. God damn. I wasn't even thinking Tyler Durden.
What's the poll at right now? What y'all say?
53% say yes, and what's the rest of the poll say? I don't know why I can't see it. Hold on. All right, here we go. 53% say. 47% say no. 53%. 56% say yes. What the fuck is skull crack? You talking about cracking somebody's skull? Is that a game? Man, you coming out the Hotep Con, yo? Hey, I understand, Tyler. Tyler says state-sanctioned murder is hard to support. I just look at it as like, I guess, that Old Testament type shit, eye for an eye type situation. You know, that's just me. But you're right. Two wrongs don't make it right. Manuel says, I don't get how Hoteps would be in favor of giving the government power of life and death. I'll need to talk to a few people. I understand. However, the person that on death row for, feeling like he had the power to give life and death, you know what I mean? Just saying. Shit go both ways. It goes both ways. That's right. Last year was around your birthday too. That's why. Yeah, you said. I forgot what you said you was at for your birthday last year. You went to and you go on like a trip like Puerto Rico or some shit like that. I mean, I'm with y'all on the whole trusted government shit. I get it. What about good old fashioned street justice? What about good old fashioned street justice?
What's the Punisher's name?
Oh, Frank Castle. Get some Frank Castle action.
Yeah, Frank Castle. What's his name?
Yeah, how about some Frank Castle action? Shit. I'm just saying. I mean, let's figure you got somebody that, I don't know. Let's say you got a mass shooter that murdered a bunch of people. He thought he could play God. You know what I mean? Should we let him get away with it?
But did he do it or the powers that be do it? Did they MK Ultra him?
That's a good question.
And he had no other choice.
That's a good question. You guys bring up some convincing arguments.
Cassius Cam get deep. I agree with the concept of taking an evil person's life, just not allowing it to be decided by an evil government.
Yeah, I got Don DeMarco that one. Fuego says it's tough. It's a tough subject because the state is involved, and the state skews outcomes. Multiple valid sides to the argument. I don't disagree with you. How about this? It's the end of the world, right? We in apocalypse, and we got a little town, right? We got a little community, and I don't know, somebody came in, tried to break in, they shot the guard, and they trying to steal our food and water. What do you do with that person?
Pray for them.
What do you do with that person? We in an apocalypse, guys. The lights have been turned out. We got a little community. Some dude slips pet through the crack, shoots a guard or two, tries to get into our stores, and we catch that nigga. What we doing?
Holding hands and praying.
We're gonna start.
Come to Jesus moment.
We're gonna start singing "Strange Fruit." In the absence of civil society, Anthony Mate.
Oh my goodness.
Are we gonna firing squad him? We're gonna guillotine him? Emmanuel said he got to watch an hour of The View. Oh man, give him to the, give him to the. Let him have him. Beat him with a sock full of batteries.
Dr. Turley said, feed him cookies until the diabetes kills him.
Death by sugar. Followed by an hour of CNN. Y'all crazy. But think about that, right? Right now we're in a civilized society, right? What happens if society collapses and we got to keep law and order? And you got somebody that does that. They came to try to take what you got. and then they killed one of yours to come get what you got. Yeah, rip Patrice O'Neal, the GOAT. What we doing? What we doing, y'all? That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta
castration.
Damn. Hang me, nigga.
He got savage. Really rolling. Man alive.
God damn.
I'll say, what was that? What did they do back in the day with the scapegoat, right? They isolated them and sent them out to the wilderness to go find somewhere else to go off to.
Oh, they exiled them.
Yeah, you're getting exiled. Or if there's other communities in this post-apocalyptic world, there should be some other community, the lackluster community. Go send them to that.
And then that lackluster community turned into the governor and them niggas, and they come back and they try to take you. They try to take your commune. They turn into vegan. They come back try to take your commune.
Nah, send them to the vegan community.
I'm just saying, like, I agree with y'all comments about fast tracking the death penalty, right? To a certain extent, there are people on death row that we know did what they did, yet they still get to eat off the government dime, off taxpayer money, for like a decade before they get the sentence gets carried out, right? And then like the victims, their families, they gotta sit there and wait, and they like, yo, this person just took my loved one's life. This person like horrifically killed my loved one, and they sitting in prison getting meals and shit like that, right?
They should let the family get an hour alone with them in that case, huh?
The family need to be the firing squad.
Family need to sit down with them and have a talk.
I'm just saying, like,
Abu Dhabi enjoy Nirmal. Garfield always sending Nirmal to Abu Dhabi.
Did.
Oh, not Lizzo.
Tyler agreed with Coyce as far as, he said, if you hurt kids, castrate them enough. Make them eunuchs. Okay. Jimmy Hoffa cement shoes. Hey, look, all I'm saying is we have a system that promotes victimhood and deviant behavior. Isn't that society somewhat at fault? Isn't that society somewhat at fault? You still know right from wrong though, right? A drug dealer can, a dope boy can be like, yeah, this is the only thing I know to make money, but they know that shit wrong, right? A hitman could be like, this is all I know. Hitman knows, he still know that shit wrong, like, that's just my opinion on that. But look, we can go all day on the morality and the nuances of the death penalty and capital punishment. And I understand y'all points. I really do. However, the question at hand is, was the Republican representative in Tennessee, was he wrong? Like, was he being racist for what he said, or was he just being, a dumbass for saying it? That's the question. You know what I mean? So, like, me personally, I don't think he was being racist. I think he was talking along the lines of the death penalty, period, like he said. You know what I mean? And I think that it's not fair for the people to espouse that on him, because that's what he's going to be known for now. The racist Republican whatever he is in Tennessee, representative of Tennessee. Like Emmanuel said, he said it was that Southern twang that got him in trouble. But I don't think he should have made an apology for it. That's not what you meant. That's not even what you said. I mean, so anyway. What'd you say? JB says he wasn't racist, just watching too many Westerns. I agree. You know what I mean? I agree. Coy said he's been a Southern man. They prefer their executions traditional like their women. Wholesome, peaceful, and loyal. Oh my gosh, man. Anyway. Sean King's an asshole for sitting there and pushing that. Like, people really ran with that one clip and they immediately start talking about, oh, this is what they mean by make America great again, guys. We tried to warn you. Now they want to start hanging us again. They're coming after us. It's like you knew what narrative you was painting. You knew what narrative you was painting and you went with it despite. I'm sure he had the context, right? I'm sure he had all of the context. But he wanted to paint that narrative. And now you done, sown more division. I just don't understand it. How people like Sean King still get a bag. Just race baiting. Him and his $40,000 fucking bull mastiff. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
People forget that shit.
Expensive dogs. Was it one dog? Just one dog?
Just that one dog.
Yeah.
40 grand.
40,000.
40 grand. The man that wants gun control, talk about he got a dog because the racist gun control laws that prevent him from getting a gun.
He's got stories for days. Okay,
Oh
make a
my
lot of good money.
Yeah, it's $845,000 house that he used donor funds to do. You know what I mean? Manuel says, I thought it sounded racist, but I don't want to side with Sean King. Tyler says, I do not listen to people like Sean King. What did the cat say? Yeah, I mean, he was just saying, in context of them having a hearing about bringing back the firing squad, he said he wholeheartedly agreed with the firing squad. He said, matter of fact, let's bring back the hangings. And then people took that shit. They didn't hear that they were having a hearing for capital punishment in the firing squad. The only clip they got was the guy talking about hanging people. And because he's a white man with a Southern twang, they was like, he's racist. Bull Connor's back. And that's how that shit went. I think it's interesting. Me personally, I think an eye for an eye is necessary sometimes. I know it's not very Christian of me to say that. But then again, that's some Old Testament shit. You know what I mean? Just saying. Just saying. You gotta. Man, so you could have said anything else. He went to the hanging from a tree. But when you look at him, Emmanuel, like, I'm not surprised he went to hanging from a tree. Like I said, he old enough to probably have been to a couple of hangings as a young lad. I don't know. I just don't think he was saying, let's start hanging niggas indiscriminately. Just saying. I'm not trying to cap for the old man. I'm just looking at the context of it. I'm looking at Sean King trying to be a gaslighter again. You know what I mean? Is that a word, gaslighter?
Gaslighter.
Man, who said, "Nigga, read the room." He literally threw Sean King a hanging curveball. You're right. We in the grifting era, and Sean King, like I say, what I say, yo, he been finessing Black Lives since before Black Lives Matter. For accounting purposes, you rather had a firing squad. Bring back public execution, old school style, is an idea that has been floating around for a while. It scares some people. Yeah, I mean, like I said, South Carolina brought back the firing squad. That was like earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. I even talked about it in one of the live streams. I was like, shit. Like, damn, the firing squad though?
Yeah, sounds wild.
That shit sounds super wild. It sounds like they're getting ready for like the collapse of civilization again.
You see, we got the freaking IRS agents running around strapped up.
Yeah.
87,000 agents.
Yeah.
Dude, what they need to be strapped up for? They're coming back for those PPP loans.
That's what them strong arm robberies they're going to start doing.
Man, I'm telling you.
That's what's about to happen. You think politicians should have to go to fisticuffs for office? Yeah, why not? Didn't they used to do that back in the day?
I don't remember that.
I thought they used to like scrap in like Parliament or some shit like that.
Did they? I remember that they had that the people of high society had the duels where they would shoot each other.
Tyler said, I would think that I would like to think I guess I was like, shoot me instead of euthanasia. Yeah, they putting you down like a dog, right? But I guess that's more humane.
Well, shoot, Canada is doing euthanasia right now. If you can't pay your bills, they'll kill you there in Canada now.
What? What are you? How does that work? You can't pay your mortgage?
Your medical bills, they'll say you're a burden to society and you should sign up for euthanasia voluntarily so they can get rid of you.
Isn't like the equivalent of like useless eaters?
Mm-hmm.
What? I ain't heard that's a real thing?
Yeah, in Canada. Yeah,
Fuck out of here.
You didn't see on Twitter the lady that posted her picture and said, "I'm the face of right to die in Canada because I'm sickly all the time, so I'm signing up to be voluntarily killed by the Canadian government."
Like I see something from like it says Canada has allowed terminally ill patients to end their lives with medical assistance since 2016. And eventually, even as early as next March, Canadians living with severe mental illness could also be eligible under the known law as medical assistants are dying. Or it's called MAID. What the fuck? But I don't see how saying if you can't pay your bills, they just kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can't pay your bills too, they'll just wipe you out.
Is that like if you're on like life support and you run out of fucking insurance money?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they were offering euthanasia programs and stuff like that there in Canada as part of their mental health services. And for people that keep getting sick and keep being on the system sick, they think that they're using up the system and that they should allow the government to kill them.
That's
so that they won't be a burden on people anymore or whatever.
Damn.
Trudeau got some tough stuff going on over there in Canada.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm not even mad about that though. Now I don't know about the convincing people to kill themselves because they ain't got enough money to pay their medical bills. But like Dr. Kevorkian, remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Kevorkian, they fucking demonized him and put him in. Didn't they put him in jail?
Did they? I don't remember that.
I don't know if they put him. Maybe they didn't put him in jail.
He died.
I don't know. Maybe they didn't put him in jail, but I remember he was on trial for that shit.
So the poll ended. It said, "Do you agree with the death penalty?" 57 yes, 42% no.
Yeah. So 28 votes. I don't know, man. That's like, but Dr. Kevorkian, he was helping people like terminally ill people that didn't want to be here no more, and they was like, that's wrong. Yeah, but now you got Canada like, no, that's pretty. Hey, why not? But I've always said that though. I'm like, yo, if you got a poor quality of life, and you don't want to be here no more, then you should have a. You know, I'm not forced. Like, personally, I ain't killing myself. You know what I mean? But you got some people that just feel like, hey, I can't do this shit no more. And Dr. Kevorkian was helping them along, I guess. You know what I mean?
Or was he?
Natasha,
I don't trust nothing we're told.
Natasha said it's one thing if they are terminally ill and suffering. Yeah, I get it. Yo, I got this crazy ass theory, right? Sorry guys to jump off the subject, but I got this crazy theory. Hear me out. What if, right? You ready? You remember Heaven's Gate?
Yeah.
So for those you don't know, Heaven's Gate was like this, I guess, cult that thought like the mothership was coming back at a certain time. And they drank, what, cyanide or something? Or they drank like Kool-Aid too. They drank Kool-Aid too, right?
The Heaven's Gate people?
They drank something, right?
Oh, wow.
They had on like they Nike fucking tracksuits and Nike running shoes and shit, remember?
Yeah, I remember all that. But how did they kill themselves?
I feel like they drank something because they wanted to get on the mothership, baby Bubba. Remember they thought like the mothership to go to the next level was coming at a certain time. You had to drink your cyanide laced juice or whatever it was in order to ascend to the next dimension. Right? Yeah, thank you. Tyler is the man. He says the Hellbop and Kool-Aid vodka and cyanide. Yes. Right? They all died with their little Nike tracksuits and shit on, right? What if? Cause all right, let me do this right because I'm getting loopy. Heaven's Gate. They thought the Hellbop comet was like the mothership or whatever, or was the mothership was coming on the back of the Hellbop or some shit. I don't. But they wanted to ascend to the next level, and in order to ascend to the next level, right? They had to drink the Kool-Aid with the cyanide and all that other shit, right? In order to ascend to the next level. There was a big story. I think one or two people didn't kill themselves, right? They couldn't go through with it. Everybody said they were crazy. But what if the Heaven's Gate cult succeeded in going to the next level? What if they succeeded, guys? I'm just saying. Think about that.
Oh, they killed themselves with applesauce.
Just saying. What if they succeeded?
Bell said nah.
Think about it, right? What are we? We're just vessels, guys. These are not our true forms. These are just shells. And when we die, we ascend to heaven. Energy cannot what, Jay?
Oh, I don't know.
Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred. Right? You got people with all these stories of like, you had these nurses and stuff that doctors say when people die, 6 ounces of it, they get 6 ounces lighter or some shit like that. And 6 grams lighter. You know what I mean?
But so numerically speaking, right?
What if
they were waiting for this comet for 22 years or whatever, and 22 means soul. And when the soul leaves the body, you lose 6 grams.
Exactly. So what if they actually succeeded in ascending to the next level? What if this is just a big game of Roy, and them drinking the cyanide lace fucking juice game over them, and they woke up on the mothership Baby Bubba.
This is what I think. I think it was just all a Nike ritual, because that's why they wore the Nike all the time, and they were talking about how the Nike is the god of war and sacrifice, and I think they just sacrificed themselves, and they based a lot of their stuff off of episodes of Star Trek. And remember that they kept talking about how they watched Star Trek like nonstop, like 24 hours a day. They was watching Star Trek and thinking about aliens and stuff like that. I think they were just brainwashed into believing some crazy stuff about it. That's all.
I understand.
And I think they were ritually sacrificed. I think altogether though, because there were some intelligent people in their group, I think they may have been brainwashed by a bigger group, like a member of MK Ultra or something like that.
That's a great.
They were eating applesauce though to kill themselves. Applesauce.
It was applesauce? I thought they drank something. Maybe that's a Mandela effect for me.
They were eating applesauce with let me see what the name of this thing is. Phenobarbital. Phenobarbital.
Oh no.
What is that?
I'm just saying.
Phenobarbitrate.
If we're in a simulation, right? Or if these bodies that we have right now are just vessels, like we've been told, and when we die, we ascend and we leave these bodies, these earthly bodies behind, these worldly bodies behind. What if they actually succeeded, but we don't think so because we still here? It's just a thought. It's just a thought, guys. It's just a thought. I'm just saying. I ain't about to start no cult with no fucking applesauce and barbiturates and shit. It's just a thought, like, yo, what if they actually made it? And they partying on the fucking hell bop, the bop with fucking Hanson and shit. I'm just saying, guys. JR Bell says how they figure out the right mix for the drink. They want it to taste good, so not your poison, not so poisony. Who did they have taste testing? That's funny. They probably had Frank from fucking The Last of Us. Or Bill did it. I still trying to figure out how that shit ain't turning to paste when he put all that shit in there. Natasha said, welcome to Cannon's imagination. I'm just saying, like, it's just a thought. I thought about that. I used to listen to this podcast, right? I used to listen to this podcast called Liar City. And they did a podcast on Heaven's Gate and everything that went down with it. And as I'm listening to the podcast and I'm working, right, I was like, yo, if we're just vessels, and like, if our bodies are vessels and we're souls in these things, and when we die, our souls move on, or our spirits move on. What if when they drank the Kool-Aid and killed themselves, they legit like fucking succeeded in their task, and like their souls or spirits went on like we're told happens, and they just left their fucking tracksuit bodies here. I'm just saying, it's just a thought, guys. It's just a thought. You know, like I said, if you watch Rick and Morty, what if this is just one big game of Roy? And when you die, you wake up, you take the visor off, and then you got the opportunity to come back. Right? Just like you got all of these stories of these kids that remember their past lives. You heard about those things where kids like kids remember like with their life before they guess they were in this one, before they were reincarnated, I guess, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you wonder. I don't know. But yes, welcome to the mind of Cannon Hotep. Anyway, guys, it's late as hell, and I got an early fucking day tomorrow. I'm about to be paying for this shit. Manuel says, if this is one big game, we are all playing together. So I hope y'all win. Hey, you never know. This is just an open world, guys. Might be Grand Theft Auto or some shit, outer space, some shit. I don't know. God damn it. I'm just saying. Might be Westworld out this motherfucker. We don't know. We are an intelligent design. Remember that. You know what I mean? Natasha says, yeah, she heard of that with past lives. Kids fucking remember them, like they remember their names and shit. I know it was one story I heard, the family of the kid's past life was still alive. And shit was crazy. Man said Jay looking like Cannon high as fuck. Oh goodness. Anyway, guys. That's the end of the show. I appreciate y'all joining. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please, please, please share this stream. Let people know we were live. If you're catching the replay, leave a message. Let me know how I'm doing, guys. I really appreciate all of the constructive criticism that you give. Just leave a message, man. Take 2 seconds. Anyway. Until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying, be well. Stay. I don't even remember my whole goddamn saying no more. Be blessed. Stay strapped. And don't miss. And don't drink the Kool-Aid. You got anything to say, Jay?
Man, get you some rest. Go get your turmeric and your.
Definitely about to go drink my
Go
my
make
tea.
your concoction. Make sure it didn't ferment. Didn't give you the wacky juice.
All right, I might have Insight of the Ages cosmic kombucha in my system right now.
Make sure you don't got the kombucha. Make sure it's the cough syrup, not the flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
Get better, man. And we appreciate y'all for coming through. It's been a good one.
All right, guys. We holla at you.
So relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take